wanted to do a quick overview of a Zoom meeting and what that looks like. So to join, you are going to get an email with a personal invitation. It will be in a link format, so you'll get an email that looks something like this. And so this is one that I had set up. And as you click on it, it'll take you there. I also earlier had sent a tutorial of how to get to this point, just to make sure that everything's up and running. It's always good to test it before you actually have to use it. Okay, so now we are in my Zoom meeting. So we're talking to my own personal iPhone. It's not a terribly exciting meeting, but it's a good example. And I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit. So a couple quick things. One thing, when you're in a group with a lot of people on a Zoom, it is important to mute yourself. So you can see some of the controls that you have here. You can mute yourself down here. So I'll click it really quick. So that's how you can tell if you're muted or unmuted. Generally speaking, you want to be muted when you're in a group, unless you're the primary speaker, or if it's an example for our BNI meetings, if it's during your 45-second commercial, or during when you are going to talk about your contribution section. And we will be doing those in alphabetical order. You'll be called on so you'll know when it's your turn, and that is when you will want to unmute yourself. So what if you have a question during and you're muted? How do you do that piece? So the nice thing is there is a chat. So if you go down to the middle here, follow my mouse and open the chat. So the default is for it to be closed. However, you can always open it and type anything, say, how do I mute? And we will have someone running this during the meeting. So if you have questions, this is a great place to ask those. And I will be reviewing those as well as we run the meeting. If you don't want to see the chat and you find it distracting, you can always hide it by closing it there. Another thing you can do is if you want a different view, you want to see everyone, you can also hit the gallery view, and then you will see all the different participants kind of in an equal screen view. Or you can have the speaker view, which will show the primary speaker that's talking or the host. For if you're a participant, that is pretty much the bulk of what you really need to worry about. If you can't see these menu items, they will go dark as you become inactive. Just move your mouse around and you can find them that way. Another thing is nice, if you want to, we advise to please keep your video on, but if for some reason you need to turn it off, there is this stop video. You can always do that. And then another fun thing is you can choose a virtual background if you want here. I'm not going to bother with that right now. We'll just stick to the basic features, but there's a bunch of fun things you can do as a participant. And overall, if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me, but this should give you a little bit of feeling of what a Zoom call looks like and what to expect. So I will see you all